For months, Operation Dudula has been warning South Africans about the silent drain on the country's healthcare system.
What we know is that they collect medication, they are undocumented, collect medication from different healthcare facilities, and they go and sell them in their countries of birth. They're taking advantage because our system does not talk to each other.
With hospitals running out of medicine and public clinics complaining of shortages. And now, shocking reports have revealed and confirmed their biggest fear. The truth has been unveiled that indeed some foreign nationals are stealing drugs from the South African hospitals and clinics.
In the loss of 43 lives has exposed a possible case of pharmaceutical smuggling. Although authorities are probing what caused the 61-seater bus, allegedly carrying over 90 Malawian and Zimbabwean passengers to crash, they are also investigating the discovery of ARVs.
And now, shocking reports emerged confirming this biggest fear of Operation Dudula. Foreigners are indeed smuggling drugs out of South Africa to other neighboring countries. And
Cabinet calls on all foreign nationals to be well-mannered guests in South Africa and reminds everyone that it took a lot of effort to stop the recent unsavory treatment meted out against foreign nationals at local clinics. Unfortunately, the proof that confirms brazen theft of medicines from the government clinics do not assist efforts to restore conditions for foreign nationals to access public health care.
And this is shocking. The Minister of Health and the presidency are all confused with this emerging report.
We were very disappointed, Tony. We are aware that people from our neighboring countries do come and collect ARVs in South Africa. But the fact that they are holding them in numbers and bring a shortage in South Africa is very, very disappointing.
Guys, if you've enjoyed this video so far, please do me a huge favour and hit the like button and subscribe. These videos take quite a long time to make, so if you could help me out, I'll love you forever. Thank you all for your support. Now let's get back to this crazy story.
This revelation came to light amid the Limpopo bus crash, which killed around 43 people and injured around 48 people, mostly from southern African countries en route to Zimbabwe. Amid the wreckage, authorities discovered buckets of antiretroviral drugs from South African hospitals, condoms and hospital medications. And the shocking thing is that they all trace back to South African hospitals.
Also investigating the discovery of ARVs, another prescription medication which had no documentation for medical cargo. Pharmaceutical smuggling entails the illegal importation or exportation of medication as well as unlawful transportation of it across borders.
This wasn't just an accident. It was a mirror held up to a system collapsing under corruption, porous borders and neglect. The shocking news has forced the acting minister in the presidency, Kumbuzo Nchambeni, to reveal that the presidency was trying to stop anti-migrant groups from sacking foreigners from accessing healthcare in South Africa. But with this current revelation, it is really going to be troubling and problematic.
A full-scale investigation has been launched and law enforcement agencies are also treating this accident as a potential case of pharmaceutical smuggling. The theft of prescription medicine, in particular ARVs, also undermines the fight against an HIV-free region, because people who are using those medications, because they are not continuous, they are going to develop resistance and thus creating a problem for the fight against ARV. Cabinet calls on all foreign nationals to be well-mannered guests in South Africa and reminds everyone that it took a lot of effort to stop the recent unsavory treatment meted out against foreign nationals at local clinics. Unfortunately, the proof that confirms brazen theft of medicines from the government clinics do not assist efforts to restore conditions for foreign nationals to access public health care in South Africa.
Now, the South African Minister of Health, Aaron Motsoaledi, is confused and shocked about the whole situation.
That was clearly illegal. That was very, very illegal. We were very disappointed, Tony. We are aware that people from our neighboring countries do come and collect ARVs in South Africa. But the fact that they are holding them in numbers and bring a shortage in South Africa is very, very disappointing.
And Poppy Matuba has also expressed shock about the growing concerns of foreigners trafficking and smuggling drugs meant for South African citizens out of South Africa.
It is regrettable and disheartening, and it can anger many of us. This is regrettable and disappointing.
The investigation exposes how corruption, weak border, and poor accountability are draining the South African healthcare system and tearing it into pieces, fueling medicine shortages and putting millions of lives at risk in the battle against HIV and AIDS in South Africa. So this is the story of what is happening in South Africa with neighboring countries and foreigners smuggling drugs, especially antiretroviral drugs, meant for South African citizens out of South Africa to sell to other neighboring countries. What is your take of the story? Don't forget to leave your comment in the comment section. It's a wrap for today.
Last week I've made a video about Zimbabweans taking South Africans' medication to Zimbabwe and selling it to fellow Zimbabweans. I was labeled a liar, I was labeled a xenophobic, I was labeled all sort of names. But just this weekend, the past weekend that we are from, we all saw the bus that was traveling from South Africa to Zimbabwe, carrying Malawians and Zimbabweans with our medications inside. Lots of medications were traveling from South Africa to Zimbabwe. So are you still saying I'm lying even today? You got exposed. I'm not saying I'm rejoicing, but the accident exposed you guys. So where are my lies? Like, where are those who were saying I'm lying? Where are those who were labeling me all sort of names? At the end of the day, I was telling the truth. You guys you are taking our medications to Zimbabwe. You are overburdening our health system. Like, the bus was carrying overload passengers. The bus is supposed to carry 65 passengers, but you guys were 91. Including your luggages. Guys, lidiboni the bag, lidiboni di tlhare Zimbabwe. Did you see it? So are you still saying I'm a liar? Are you still saying I'm xenophobic? No, I'm not xenophobic. I was telling you guys the truth. You are overburdening our health system. Even the Premier of Limpopo, Dr. Poppy Matuba, mentioned this. So the 49 that is injured, where it's supposed to go? Who's supposed to pay for the medical bills? It's us, South Africans. Our taxes. At the end of the day, accidents and accident. We can't deny you health services, but you are burdening us. Where is Mnangagwa? He's the one who's supposed to be paying all them expenses, medical expenses, but he's quiet. He's not saying anything. Just recently, you were calling us a banana republic.
Wait a minute. I don't want peace. I want problems, always. Oh my God. Not yet.
According to some of
God have mercy upon us.
Members of residents here, this is the worst road accident in recent memory for the province. Where we are seeing people devastated, really, especially those that know that some of their family members.
Are you playing?
Were
What type of
traveling
plane
with
is this?
That we believe was making
70 years old.
This is a cough mixture called Bronclear. It's manufactured by a company called Adcock Ingram, and it contains a dangerous drug that's called codeine. For those of you that are hip-hop heads, you've heard hip-hop artists like Lil Wayne talking about codeine, and you've seen them taking cough mixture that contains codeine and putting it into their whiskey or into their drinks in order to get high. Now, Zimbabweans, being students of STEM, they understand that there is codeine in here, and so they've been importing this product, buying it from Adcock Ingram, buying it from wholesalers in South Africa, and smuggling it into Zimbabwe in order to give it to Zimbabwean youth who are mixing it with their drink or taking it straight in order to get high. It's not true that this product is being taken from public hospitals in South Africa and being taken to Zimbabwe because public hospitals do not sell this product and they have generic brands that do not contain codeine.